Hello and welcome to the SFR exhibition event versus IRL racing. I am your commentator today. I'm the usual GP5 commentator, Rogue Smithy, and I'm joined by no one tonight, and we are about to head into Silverstone. Just waiting for the people to choose their tyres. For the SFR team, we have for SFR we have SFR Martin, QVR Brad, SFR Mansell, Train Game Wow. Good evening, everyone. SFR Calvin Racing, URL Clarkey, FVR Black Box, Miltos 88, Morris Pace, and Jime. That is the SFR lineup. So look out for them on the track. Hopefully they can get a win. But I'm obviously going to be non-biased to everyone, as that's what you got to be as a commentator. You got to be non-biased. As we just wait for the pit wall, the beautiful new pit wall in Silverstone, with the new hotel stretching to the other side. Just waiting for people to get their setups on and coming out, and that looks like a Red Bull coming out, and that's because it is a Red Bull. IFR Stinson is coming out. Beautiful sound that. And Jime's out first, actually. He is followed by the Red Bull. So we should just be as another person comes out now. Here we go. Here's Jime. Everyone tuning into the stream, welcome and good evening. So we just wait for the outlaps to begin, and we're already past a minute into the qualifying session. I'm going through the Maggots and Beckett section now, and beautiful. And I'll just get the corner names up, so it's now more official. Yep, okay, I've got it up. As he comes through Stowe now, heading down into the Vale. Luke Bailey, I do not know. It's weird seeing him not in the Alfa Romeo. He's in the Aston Martin. As here comes Jime, and there's yellow flags in sector 3, and that looks like a Ferrari going slow. I believe that's just to cool down his tyres before he goes on a long run. Obviously Silverstone destroying your front left with the high-speed right-handers. Heading through Aintree now, down towards Brooklands and Luffield. The two long right and the two long left and right corner. Heading up, and he's out of the corner, and he's all right. Does he go a little bit wide? No, perfect. Head start going into Cops now. This is a corner to absolutely nail. You can go flat out, and he has gone flat out, and that's a beautiful corner to nail. Going flat out, and heading through Maggots, Beckett and Chapel now. He's going through Chapel, then he's onto the Hanger Straight to finish his lap, and we're going to ride on board for the final sector, and I'm going to mute so you can just enjoy the engine sounds. As he comes out, and he's set at 127, so that'll be next cross line. IFR Stinson comes round the final turn, and he's going to set a 26.6, and GFO Miltos destroys that time by 0.3. He's going to be followed by who's going to be followed by? It's going to be followed by one of the it's going to be an Alfa Romeo, and it's Ginger Tiger and M Doran and Simply 90 all do not set a good enough lap to get into the top 3. Now it should be a Haas, I believe it's SFR Mansell on an outlap. Yes it is SFR Martin on an actual lap, and he's spun. And he has spun, and he's in the infield of the final 2 corners, and he's followed by, I believe that was Living Wall, yeah, and there we go, Living Wall, 127 flat. That is his best lap. QVR Brad's in, do not know why. FVR Black Box now, heading up towards the final corner, and he's set a 127 flat. Great lap, as he's going third fastest. I believe it's Max setting the next lap, and then it should be one of the Haas's SFR Mansell. No, it's not, sorry. It should be SFR Morris. One of the SFR boys. There we go. And he's coming through the final turns. Wonder what the lap will be. Looking to go alright lap. It should be in the 127s, and it is in the 127s. 127.7. And he is only a couple tenths off 8th, and he's 2 tenths up from being 10th. One of the one of the Alfa Romeo set last time, so did one of the Alpha Tauris, and that means SFR Mansell coming through Stonehouse. He's going to head down into the final turn. He's going to turn left, then he's going to turn right, then he's going to finish his lap, and he's hoping it'll be alright. Going around the final corner, it's going to be a 129.1. So he is set a lap time good enough for 12th. He'll be followed by McLaren of Train Game Wow. I just need to go on mute a second.
I'm comms mate.
Okay, I should be back. Ginger Tiger, he's setting a lap. It's actually going to be one of the Williams next, and it's going to be Max TA13, and he's gone to P3. One of the Haas is going to be next. That looks like SFR Morris, and it is SFR Morris, and he's entering the pits. Should be one of the Alfa Romeos now. I was joined by Alexa Tarek by accident. He accidentally joined. It's all fine though. 9 seconds off. He's had a big lock up there. He's on the mediums though. I'll get the tyres actually up. And here we go. 11. Text this. Oh, sorry. I was. Someone joined the comms booth, and I was forced to to message them in the party chat for PS5. We have text to speech. Another reason to buy a PS5. You can troll your friends. I've done it plenty of times. As QVR Brad starts his second lap, he'll be followed by an Aston Martin who's finishing his lap, and hopefully, yeah, he does not want to give the toe to the Aston Martin, and he's going to set P11. Does the Aston Martin of Speed Queen. SFR Martin on the other hand, he's going to be pitting. He was 2 tenths up according to the game, but he is going to pit, and he is going to stay. He's going to go on a new set of tyres, most probably. Max TA13 into the pits, and now we just wait for everyone to come back out on fresher tyres, as Jime is doing right now actually, coming through Stoke. It's looking alright as he goes through into Club and Vale. Actually, I just dropped my controller, and it's looking all good on the outlap. Great little exit there, and he should be onto his lap. M Doran now, one of the IRL drivers. He drives through the final corner. Great exit. Set a 127.3 apparently, but that was his previous actual lap. One of the Red Bulls now, I believe, IFR Stinson. It is, yeah. So, is IFR Stinson in SFR? I do not think so. But Doran looking all good. De Lange actually starting his lap, be followed by one of the. Is the stream dead? my Wi-Fi's been fine recently, so it might be just you. No offense to you. Timo. I believe it's Black Box next. Across the line. No, it's not. It's going to be a McLaren of Miltos. Oh no, ooh, wrong guy. Miltos, yeah. And oh no, he's invalidated his lap. He's invalidated it out of the final corner. He's not going to be topping his whole time. Is it? Yeah, yeah. So that should be sorted for Timo, hopefully. It's obviously great pleasure to commentate over a nice exhibition race. Not an intense like GP5, not an intense like the leagues we have. And it's just a nice. Obviously, it's going to be competitive, but it's going to be nice and just relaxing and not super exciting. We want it to be super exciting, obviously, though. As Simon Palmer on his lap, I believe this is his first lap, which it is his first lap. He comes round the front. Sorry, Luke Bailey, he goes P8. Did not notice that. Simon Palmer, he goes P20 to P13. He'll be joined by Mansell, who is currently P18. He stays P18. Did not think he set a lap. De Lange goes up. Stinson now, does he go up? Yes, he does. I believe Jam has already set his lap. Yes, he has. I might have missed that. One of the McLarens, Miltos, and then the second McLaren of Train Game Wow on his outlap locks up through the first of the final chicane, and looks to be a good exit. 6th gear, and he's off onto his second lap of the session. So we now wait for I believe it's Ginger Tiger. He comes around the final corner and he's fine, and that looked like a Mercedes. He might have crashed in the final sector, I believe, Williams, and it's Living Wall. Yeah, he's currently P6. He want to improve his lap, and that is why he's starting another lap. I believe for sector 2/3 yellows there is, and it's because there's a slow car. He's trying to let people through. And Alpine next. It's going to be SFR Martin. By the looks of things, he's gone a second faster somehow. I think it might be in his outlap. Someone else has gone starting a lap. I believe that's ending a lap. Sorry. I believe that's Max TA13. Yes, it is. SFR Morris or Mansell. Oh, someone's in the gravel, and that is IFR Stinson at the Chapel corner, and he has done what Sergio Perez done in the real life sprint race. As SFR Mansell, sorry, from down the final corner, he's gone 1.5 seconds faster, and he goes straight off to avoid impeding someone's lap. I believe an Alpine next should be Calvin, and it is Calvin Racing. He goes P16 on an outlap though, so that lap will not count until the just another one. Train Game Wow. Here we go, all over the curbs there, perfect, and a little bit slidey actually, sorry, and he goes 5th. What a lap, 996. 126.996. He goes P5, demoting FVR Black Box to P6. Should be Ginger Tiger now to finish a lap, 5 seconds up, and an invalidated lap time. He'll be going again. He might have fueled for that, so Calvin should be next. I believe so. No, it's going to be Martin. He's 6/10 up. 6/10, sorry. Heads through the final corner. He uses that curb, goes to the outside curb, nearly has a little spin like he did last time, and set to 127.8, putting in P17. QVR Brad, he's on a lap, but we're going to focus on Morris, who's ending a lap. He's 2/10 up. That'll possibly put him in P14, and it does put him in P10 actually. Wow, what a final corner. He really improved there. I believe we should have a yep, there we go, and that's one, and then it should be Calvin coming down Stowe now. He's followed by a Haas who dives into the pits. He'll be followed by Brad, I believe. So here comes Calvin round the final corner, and he's going to set a 127, but it's going to be Brad, he's going to be P12. Brad's going to go P5 on mediums. What a lap by Brad on the mediums. He can go faster, especially on the softs, but that could be his final lap. He needs to really dart back to the pit lane. Chain Game Wow, actually, he's into the pits. One of the Alfa Romeos, it's Ginger Target. He stays out. I believe it's Martin. Yep, it's Martin. He's not going to be on a lap. He is. He should be on a lap actually. Yes, he is not. he's not. No, it's not going to be him. It's going to be Jime. Jime is next on his outlap. The dirt on that, the Alpha Tauri. That's the problem with white cars. You can see a lot of dirt, especially if they've gone wide or spun. By the looks of things, Jime has done that, and you can't wash your car when you're in the middle of a qualifying session. 3 minutes to go, and he's the first one to start one of his final laps. Here comes Jime. He was followed by Simply 90 as a Haas enters the pit. I believe that was SFR Morris or SFR Mansell. Black box out now for his outlap. Everyone's coming out for the outlap now. We're going to sit on board with Jime. I don't believe anyone's on a lap. Nope. Mercedes in. That was Brad, and then Luke Bailey is. Sorry. Oh wait, no, we have got a lap. It's Speed Queen. Did not notice that. He's 3/10 up. That possibly put him P14. It could put him P10. Morris down to P12. DeLange down to P11. Simply's invalidated his final lap unless he can go again. Miltos and Jime coming through Luffield now, heading down into Cops. I believe it's who's the Mercedes in front of him? That'll be Black Box. Don't know why Jime's let him through. It's probably ruined his lap. He's not going to get through there in 26 seconds. So we're going to ride on board with Black Box as he starts his final lap. We're actually... No, we're not. We're going to go down to... Martin... No, who's that? Is that... William? Yeah, it's William, sorry. Got confused there. Max TA13 on his outlap. And he's looking good, You want to warm the tyres, but you don't want to put too much wear into them, as you've got to start, if you're in the top 10, on those tyres. He's got a McLaren behind him. That'll be Miltos. It doesn't want to give him the tow, as he's already on provisional pole by 3/10 as we enter the final 2 minutes, I believe we are in now. 2 minutes to go, and we should be getting the grid after that. Sorry, we are going to get the grid after that. Only a couple of people in the pits. And, he's had a little squirm out the final corner, and that's not going to set him up well. And that's not what you want. If you're, you don't want to, you never want to do that on your outlap, especially at the final corner. I believe someone's out into the pits. They've retired in the pits to avoid clogging up people's laps and destroying them. Anyone on a lap? Ginger Tiger simply is. He is, sorry. And he's all the way over there. Jime's on the lap. He's P3. We're going to ride on board with him as he enters Cops. Beautiful little corner there. Heads through Cops. P3. He'll want to improve that position to possibly P2 or even provisional pole if he is lucky. I believe we have a Red Bull next, which is not IFR Stinson. It's going to be DeLange. I don't know how to say that name. Sorry if I butchered it. I believe we've just had a purple sector from Jime as he comes in to finish his lap. We should have QVR Brad actually starting a lap. No, it's Black Box, sorry. He's going to finish his lap, and he's 4 seconds up. He's probably not going to improve. He's not going to improve. We've got Ginger Tiger behind his pit, and Jan goes P2. Only a 10th off Miltos, who's one of the next couple cars to cross the line. Here comes Miltos. His teammate is in front of him, so his teammate will want to get a lap in. Number 88, Miltos, looking good in the McLaren. He comes around the final corner, and he's going to set provisional pole by another 5/10. One of the, it was Calvin that finished there. I believe it's M. Doran now. Who's going to finish? No, it's not. It's going to be Simon Palmer. And he's going to go P13. Now we've got Ginger Tiger. Susan, let me. No, it does not let me. Ginger Tiger, he goes P16. SFR Mansell, he's wanting to improve. He's a 10th up and he's a 10th down. And he's P15. Improved by 2 there. Martin and URL Clarkey. Here comes Miltos, here comes Jime. Max TA13. Cops. Next cross line, actually, it's going to be... I'm trying to find them, but I can't. It's too high-paced. It's very high-paced. And he's invalidated his lap. He was 8/10 up. And he's just going to probably just finish it there. I believe that is Brad next on the softs. No, it's not. It's his teammate. who is Black Box, and he's gone P4. Here comes Brad. He's invalidated, and that is going to be an end to Brad's lap as Martin comes around the final corner. He goes P14, demoting his teammate Calvin Racing down another one. Jime is off there to avoid. Here comes Max actually. Here comes Max Verstappen. Sorry, not Max Verstappen. P5 and P4 for the last one of the two last cars to cross the line, and they are the last cars to cross the line as Miltos and Jime now cross the line. So we just wait for the qualifying session to end. Yeah, we should be alright. Yep, there we go. Poleman, GFO Miltos. I'll give you a full rundown in a couple of minutes. In a couple of seconds, sorry. Just waiting now. As GFO Miltos on pole, followed by Jime, Stinson, Max, Train Game Wow, Black Box, Doran, Delange, I believe that is. QVR Brad, Luke Bailey, Living Wall, Speed Queen, SFR Morris, SFR Martin, believe it's SFR Mansell next. Sorry, Simon Palmer, SFR Mansell, SFR Calvin Racing, Ginger Tiger, URL Clarkey, and Simply 90 rounds off the field. You just wait for the formation lap in a couple of seconds. As here we go, we're just waiting for the start of the formation lap, and we will have a start to the race. Oh wait, no, I'm on this. 22 seconds. Yep, okay. So here we go, ready for the formation lap. We'll have one light and it's off, and GFO Miltos leads the pack away, followed by Jime, IFR Stenson, Max, Train Game Wow, Black Box, Doran, Delange, QVR Brad, Luke Bailey, Living Wall, Speed Queen, SFR Morris, SFR Martin, Simon Palmer, SFR Mansell, SFR Calvin Racing, Ginger Tiger, URL Clarkey, and Simply 90. The bottom 10, so from P11 downwards, will not have a free. They will have a free choice of tyres. Sorry, it's the top 10 that do not. So, Miltos, Jime, Stinson, Max, Train Game Wow, Black Box, Doran, Delange, QVR Brad, and Luke Bailey have all got to start on the tyres they qualified on. Luke Bailey in the Aston Martin. Just gonna look behind on Train Game Wow. As the tyres, so Brad qualified on the mediums. He did his best lap on the mediums. It's actually a mixed strategy outside the top 10. Most people opting for the softs, as you can see, which I do not believe is the best strategy. Tyre wear here is actually quite high, and so are tyre temps, especially in the UK summer, where we have 32 degrees in the air. Can't imagine what the floor would be. just move up towards Miltos now. We've actually got a tight pack. Yeah, we've got a tight pack, so no dirty tactics to cool down the leaders' tyres are happening, as Train Game Wow overtakes his teammate, and it's actually quite nice to see. Two actually looks quite nice. Do not know why, but it's not. You did not try it with the AI that did that. Look at the top 5. Wow, top 7 even. Sorry, they're all dead tight there, like sardines. As Miltos lines up, Jaime does too. Stinson, Train Game Wow, and please leave all your predictions as we just wait for the final cars to line up now, as I believe they do. You should look behind and we see no cars behind. There's Jaime, as there comes Miltos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all lights on and no lights off, and GFO Miltos gets away well, looking to be good. Jaime's going to go up the inside into turn 1 by the looks of things, and he's ahead of him heading into turn 1, and Jaime, and he pushes him wide and he's going to go back on the inside, and it's looking good, and up the inside goes IFR Stinson, and it's not, and Train Game Wow up to P4. SFR Morris and SFR Martin swapping positions in the midfield. Two Alpines having a battle as we look back, and everyone's gotten away clean apart from Luke Bailey, who's dropped down 10 positions. From P10 all the way to P20, GFO Miltos has gotten past again, and it's Jaime, Train Game Wow, IFR Stinson, Black Box, Max, TA13's gotten past into P5, and he's going to push him round the outside, and that's a great little battle between these two, and we're going to look behind, and we're going to see what happens going into Cop's corner. We know a Mercedes on the inside happens here, and nothing's going to happen, and all looking good through Cops. Everything is fine, as I believe Mansell's dropped down to P17, round the outside, if Simon Palmer goes simply 90, but he's gone wide, so he'll probably get a warning for that, but Simon Palmer might have pushed him wide and gave him the position back there. Jaime is 6 tenths off, Train Game Wow, 3 tenths off, everyone just weaving on the straights to get rid of the slipstream back there. That looks like a overtake there of Living Wall on SFR Calvin Racing, and that's because it is, and P12 and SFR 1, 2, 3. It is an SFR 1, 2, 3, and it's looking great for SFR right now. But it's I believe that's a 4, 5, 6 for IRL. So it's looking very, very good for SFR at the minute. As into the pits comes Simon Palmer and Luke Bailey. I believe they have front wing damage from lap 1. And SFR Morris and SFR Martin and URL Clarkey all overtaken Morris is SFR Martin, and Clarkey, he'll be in the jaws of his teammate now, any second now. Simon Palmer and Luke Bailey is SFR Black Box is under pressure from M. Doran. We're going to ride him over with Brad and watch that battle, as Brad has the pace and he's on the medium, so he'll be going for the alternate strategy, of course. Actually we're going to have side by side back here between Living Wall and SFR Calvin Racing, and they're going to go up the inside, and that is not where you want to touch at Cox. And that looked like a collision, might have been front wing damage, but it's looking good for Calvin Racing, who nearly got spun, and he did get tapped by Living Wall. SFR Martin's trying to get back at Living Wall, but Living Wall's going to actually have a go at SFR Calvin Racing here. And he's going to go up the inside, heading into Stowe. No, he's not. He's going to pull back out, and he's going to stay in P12, and he's going to try and get the DRS down the next straight. Ginger Tiger, P17, looking at Mansell. GFO Miltos with the fastest lap now. IFR Stinson trying to chase down Train Game Wow, and he's looking to do that very quickly to get off to the top two, who have more or less run away. Because he's already 3 seconds up from he's already 3 seconds behind, sorry, GFO Miltos, who was our race leader. IFR Stinson, he's going to look here, he's going to go up the inside, and he's going to pull out very late actually, and he's going to try and get the switch back his Train Game Wow, and he's nearly lost it, heading out of Brooklands, and a bit slow there was Stinson, and he's gotten the power down very early, and he's gotten that all good. QVR Brad and Speed Queen looking to get past each other, but it's more or less a DRS train now, and it's not what you want. As Clarkey and Martin swapping positions heading into Cox, we're going to see a lot of overtakes there, as Morris and Mansell goes very wide there, followed by Ginger Tiger and Simply 90. I believe we can take a break now, unless we've got another battle here between Max TA13 and Train Game Wow, heading up towards Stowe. It's looking good for Train Game Wow as he keeps ahead, and he's still in the DRS of Stinson, who's in the DRS of Jime. So you might not see an overtake there as Miltos sets another fastest lap, and a little wide there was Max TA13. I believe that's what ruined his lap, as Simon Palmer gets a 3-second penalty, or he might have had that before and I'm just blind. As oh, that's looks off. That's Stinson. Stinson's off. He's moved from P3 all the way down to P18, and that is not where you want to be if you're Stinson. Max TA13 now, he's going to have the DRS on Train Game Wow, who's not got his DRS pal in front of him. Black Box and M. Doran nearly locked up and hit the Mercedes, as another Mercedes is having a little look. Martin and Mansell swap positions lower down the field as they head down towards Cops again, but they've all got, oh, that's the problem, they've all got the toe on each other down that old main straight, and they're not going to overtake down there because they have no chance unless they collide. As Ginger Tiger's well into the DRS of Mansell and Train Game Wow, he's going to have to push someone to the outside to make sure they don't overtake him here. As Max TA13 followed by Black Box and Doran, QVR Brad and Speed Queen. Stinson gets a 3-second time penalty. It's not been the best lap for him. As Train Game Wow gives the position up, probably to get the DRS on the next straight. Or for a dive bomb. No, he's not going to go for the dive bomb here. As Black Box and Doran, and this is just becoming it's P3 to P9 for a whole DRS train, and then you've got another one from P10 to P14. As Morris and Martin swap positions back again, and Martin's back to P14, Morris back up to P13. Living Wall P11. He's going to want to get the last points position off SFR Calvin Racing. Yeah, it has been a great start for the SFR drivers, as we had a 1-2-3 earlier, and it's actually going to be a 1-2-3 again, but it's heading into Brooklands, and it's looking very, very close, and he's going to try and go round the outside, make a little bit of contact with the tyre walls, and it's going to be very close, and he's going to just keep it, and it's a 1-2-3 for SFR now, as Speed Queen looks to get past SFR Brad, QVR Brad, sorry, and it's not looking good for him, as URL Clark, he's trying to get past Living Wall, as SFR Calvin Racing moves down 2 positions on that last straight, and he's probably going to move down another one to SFR Morris now. But here comes Black Box. He's right behind P4 here. He's going to want to get P4, but P6 Doran's going to want to get P4 as well. He's also want to get P5 first, and P3 back for Max, and he's going to go up the inside, and that's not a great place to go up the inside, as that could have been an easy spin as they all head towards the final corner now, and it's back to Max P3, but it's not the smartest place to overtake, as now Train Game Wow will get DRS on the second straight of the lap. Train Game Wow still there, Black Box still there, QVR Brad is still there too, and a little lock up from M. Doran, and that's not going to help his chances. Maybe the softs are going off, maybe they're overheating, because you can't see the shine anymore. Not a great exit, as Speed Queens are on the back of him. He's probably going to have a look. he's got amazing pace, hasn't he? And he's actually kept it as Max TA13, but by the looks of things, he's used absolutely all of his ERS down that last straight. But speaking of ERS, Train Game Wow has used some. Oh, and he's got a penalty! That was a stupid penalty. No offence to Train Game Wow, but that was not a great penalty to pick up, and it was a stupid place to pick it up as well. It's not where you should be picking up a penalty. This is where you should be picking up a penalty, maybe, but I mean, it's not the best to pick it up down a straight. It's a little bit embarrassing, but Train Game Wow gets the DRS back on Max TA13, and straight to the outside, sorry, is Max TA13. Not using his DRS, surprisingly, but he's not catching him. Maybe he's put his setup for the straightest Clarky, looking to get past you, Living Wall. And he wants to get past him, but he can't get past him. He hasn't got the pace at the minute because he's got SFR Morris down his, breathing down his neck. As the two Alpines getting closer and closer, as Morris is getting closer to the two Alfa Romeo, Mansell, sorry, is getting closer to the two Alfa Romeos. As I believe Stinson behind has caught up to that little battle pack. Oh my god, I need some water. Martin, he's going to look to get past his teammate. He's got the DRS, as you can see, all the way back at the start of this little section here. Heading to through Aintree. SFR Calvin Racing gets the better exit. Martin's going to have a look though as he goes up the inside. Yep, he's going to try and go up the inside, and the two Alpines going side by side, heading into Brooklands, and eventually Luffield, and Martin's getting past. And URL Clarky and Living Wall, they're still battling here. They still want to get past. We're going to focus back on the battle for the leaders, for the P3 spot here, as Train Game Wow on the back of Max TA13. Max had a little bit of a weave there by the looks of things. Looked very weird. As Max TA13, he's going to want to weave as much as he can here, because he's trying to go P3. Yeah, he'll probably go for the undercut, thinking about it. But Train Game Wow might try that as well. As Ginger Tiger, as the two Alfa Romeo swap positions near the back of the field. As someone's in the pits, and it's a Red Bull, and I wonder why. We'll just board with them. We'll watch out for under a tenth, and we're going to focus on under a tenth here. I wonder why he's pit. Has he got damage? I'll just double check. No, he hasn't. He's going for the undercut. That is a very early undercut, as Stinson's got another 3-second time penalty now. As Living Wall spun, I did not notice that, and he spun it. And I'm sorry I didn't pick that up. I was trying to focus on why the Red Bull pisses, but it was clear for the undercut. As Train Game Wow now, as that promotes Morris up to P10, Clarky up to P9, but it'll be P10 eventually for one of them. But Max TA13 using all his ZRS, I'm guessing. No, he's not. How is he that quick on the straights? He's not even using his ZRS. As they head through, sorry. They head through there, as Speed Queen's finally gotten past QVR Brad. He's sick of looking at the Mercedes rear wing, but Train Game Wow is sick of looking at the Safina on the back of Max TA13. He might actually go for the undercut here. I believe it's a two-stop. As Stinson, he's looking to get past Mansell. We're going to have a look back here. Oh, and he's gone way wide there, and that's not where you want to be. As he's now going to sail past the Haas. And, is that someone in the pits? And it is Max TA13. He's covering off the undercut. And he's looking to cover it off. There might even be an overcut if they're lucky. Mansell, Train Game Wow, sorry, he's putting a hell of a lap here if he's going to pit this lap. The softs don't really last too long around Silverstone. As someone else in the pits, it's SFR Mansell. He's looking to get the undercut on Stinson, Ginger Tiger, and Simply 90. As Train Game Wow, P3 still. Will it be P4 by the end of the straight? No, it won't. Speed Queen's dropped down a couple of positions. Did not see that. Oh wait, no, he hasn't. Sorry. There's Brad. I mixed up Black Box and Brad. Brad there. I thought Brad was was Black Box, and Black Box was P4. It was Peace. Yeah, I got mixed up there. Sorry. Train Game Wow. He's probably going to pit this lap unless Black Box and him stay side by side. And Martin's got a 3-second penalty. By the looks of things, that was out of Stowe. No, not Stowe. Sorry, out of Cops, and heading into Stowe now. Sorry, Train Game Wow, P3, and he's gonna drop down from P3 as everyone enters the pits behind him. Apart from Speed Queen, Brad's in. No, Brad carries on, sorry. Oh no, Train Game Wow's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Did not see that. And that is... Oh, and so is Simply 90. It's not what you want to do. It's too many mistakes right now for Train Game Wow, who drops down to P12. we're actually going to ride on board with Living Wall, who's gotten the mighty undercut on them. We're going to ride on board with Max TA13 because we could see an overcut here. There's a little slide there from Max TA13 on the new mediums. Do we have an undercut from an overcut? Sorry, from Train Game Wow. No, we don't. As Max TA13 gets a 3-second penalty, and yes, it is an overcut nearly. As look how close he is as he gets to DRS, and that is not what he wanted. As it looks like he had grass on his tyres. Nearly an overcut for Train Game Wow. So unlucky. There as Mansell gets past Simply 90, who pitted. Train Game Wow, he's looking to get past instantly, but he's not. And actually, speaking of getting past instantly, it's going to be Black Box who's wanting to do that, but he's not going to do that, as he's going to try and get the switch back on him, but he's not going to get the switch back on him. He's not going to get the better exit than him, as they're all going down in towards into Cop's Corner now, as they're actually going to, bad looks things, it was side by side for me. Do not know why, as we actually going to look up the field towards Giant, who's now pitting. Could we see a massive undercut from Max TA13, who will get a massive boost from that. As those two stay out again, QVR Brad and Speed Queen stay out. I'm not surprised with Brad. I'm surprised by Speed Queen though. That is, do not know why he's not pitting. As Stinson gets past Giant now, he's into P8. He's closing down Calvin Racing. Calvin Racing is under pressure now for the P7 position, but that'll be further down the field once these two make their second stop of the race. As there's yellow flags, and that looks like Max TA13. No, it's Living Wall again, and he's into the gravel at turn 1. At turn 1/2, actually, and P10, P11, P12, P13 now for Living Wall, who's been on these 10-lap old softs, medium, sorry, for a while. As M. Doran goes into the pit, Simply 90, and SFR Mansell move up a couple positions. As we move back towards the lead battle, as QVR Brad and Speed Queen. Brad's actually slowing down a little bit, probably to save his tyres and make them last longer. Clarkey and Calvation, oh, Stinson again. That is his third penalty of the day, I believe, and that is his third spin of the day as well, I believe. Make that fourth. And that is a spin for Stinson, and he's going to be overtaken by Jime, Max TA13, and everyone in that train there, as Speed Queen now pits, and he gets a 5-second penalty. That is not what he wants, especially entering this pit lane, as she's got Brad carrying on, and Brad is the leader, effectively, but there is still pit stops to come. Morris, Clarkey, and Martin stay out, surprisingly, and Clarkey, Brad, and Morris all in the top 3 positions, but yet to stop. And it's looking good for Brad at the minute. He wants to get the overcut, as Calvin Racing's in the pits. He's going to drop down to P12, but he'll probably be P11 by Living Wall's second pit stop, and Delange has gotten past him, and so is Ginger Tiger. Bad looks things. Mansell and Stinson's out, but he's in the pits, so we're not going to have a safety car, luckily. That'd play perfectly into QVR Brad's hands, and Martin's probably, because that would mean they would keep their positions, and ruin everyone else who should literally stop this lap. As Brad now, will he pit this lap? Doubt it though. Will Clarkey pit this lap? Will Martin pit this lap? I reckon he will. As yellow flag sector 1, obviously for the retired Red Bull, who is retired in the pits, not crashed out, so we won't see a safety car or virtual safety car. As Martin comes into the pits, he'd like to see a virtual safety car, but he won't, as he avoids getting a penalty, as we've seen multiple people do this race. And Black Box, I believe, has spawned. No, he hasn't. And there on the side of the road is Stinson. Martin's and sector 1, 2, 3 and yellows, and there is another Haas spawn, and no front wing for that Haas, and it's SFR Mansell with no front wing. And if there was a virtual safety car now, that played directly into his teammates' hands, and probably SFR Martin's hands as well. But no virtual safety car, no safety car. I don't think they're on, actually. I'll just actually no, I'm not going to double check that. Oh, Martin, I believe, has spun as well, and that is why he's losing positions, and that's why we can't see him on the screen, and that is why he's just rejoining the track very slowly. And Mansell's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Has Brad got? Oh, I thought Brad had no front wing there, and that really surprised me. And I was like, oh, whoa, what? And Mansell pits, drops down to P19, and the last of the remaining runners. And Clarkie's having a look at. Sorry, and Clarkie's having a look at Morris, who does not pit. Milto's still catching them. Brad stays out. Still, he's 4 seconds up, so he'll be 14 seconds in the pits. Do not know how long that'll be. But Black Box 3/10 off Max TA13 now, and Miltos sets another fastest lap. I'll be really surprised. As Calvin Racing and Simply 90 swap positions going into Stoke. As I believe we could see an overtake here. No, we're not going to. Oh, nearly hit the back of him. Hit back of him. Is Max TA13 FVR Black Box. I swear I just saw rain on my screen. Might just be my screen because it's really dry and sunny here in Silverstone. Sunny Silverstone. And Max TA13, he's got the DRS. He needs train game wow to get out of the DRS for him to stay in the DRS. So everyone's on the mediums. We'll change it to penalties now. We'll see who's got most penalties. As Calvin Racing goes up the inside of Simply 90, and that'll be P13 instantly right back. And Max TA13, oh, I nearly got a penalty there. Probably got a warning maybe if he was unlucky. But here comes the DRS. Here comes Train Game Wow. He's reeling him in. And he's going to go around the outside of Stowe, and he's going to get P6 by the looks of things, unless they fight. And they do fight, and it looks like they're nearly touching. He's pushed him right up against the curbs there. And that is great racing between these two, heading through Stowe. FVR Black Box now. It's looking, yeah, as you said, Oliver, he is looking very pacey and on these mediums, so he should be looking to get past soon. Everyone making one stop and position change. Clark, so person that has made the most positions and has pitted, I believe it is, yeah, it's Speed Queen. After a few spins, and we're gonna have a look at the tyres again now. And Train Game Wow, he's gonna try and go up the inside. No, he's gonna force him around the outside, and he's not gonna brake later, but he might get the undercut here. He's not. And he's not going to get the second undercut as M. Dawn gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Oh, and this spinner! Sorry, no, I thought there was a crash there because I saw a retired and there was yellow flags, but no, just retired in the pits. Once again. And Train Game Wow, he's still looking for that P3 as Brad now pits. We'll watch this pit stop as everyone else carries on around him. Clarkie and Morris stay out, and Miltos stays out as well. It's a 9-second, 6-second gap between the two, and look at the wear on those mediums were horrible. And he can do 10 laps on the softs, hopefully for him, definitely. As he now races down the pit lane. Exactly, he does go down the pit lane now as Max TA13, and Train Game Wow is actually even closer than he was last time we came to this spot, unless he makes another a little slide or mistake at these couple corners, as Jam looks to be dropping back towards Max TA13, who clearly has some pace on these mediums, and a little slide and another little slide from Black Box. And he's going to reel him in, He should have used ERS there and he probably would have got past, but I'm guessing he's saving that for the final stage of the race, as we see two more people now, as we wait for two more people, sorry, to pit, as Morris and Clarkie. It's still we can't. No, he's not using any RS. We can tell by the little orange flashes, and he's very close there. He could have gotten past. Will he do a Sebastian Vettel and try and get past in the pit lane if they do pit? And one is in, and it's going to be Morris, and Clarkey stays out. Living Wall gets another, gets a 3-second penalty. Sorry, don't know if that's another one or it's his first. And it's looking very close, and that looks like a. I thought that was a lapped car there. Sorry, Max TA13. Looking, he's nearly lost it. And Morris in the pits. Still, that is very slow. The pit lane. Don't know why. Is it 50 kilometers in the pit lane? Don't know if it's 100 kilometers or 50 kilometers. Sector 2 yellows, and that is another spin for another Haas, and it is going to be Mansell, and he's lost his front wing again, and that is not what he wanted. As onto lap 17, we are on lap 17. We are now as Brad, I believe Miltos should definitely go to the end. Everyone should go to the end unless you're Luke Bailey or Simon Palmer. You'll have to pit again. QVR Brad P8, he dropped out with the DRS of Speed Queen now as we focus back up, and Mansell's out, and that is a straight on collision with the barrier. That is a safety car, that'll ruin it. Don't know if we have got safety cars on. Don't want to check that because we're in the middle of a thrilling battle between these three for effectively P3. As Will Clarkey pit now, he's definitely hoping for a safety car to keep his P2, and he'll keep P2 if he gets a safety car, but no, it's not going to be a safety car. I'm guessing it's off because we had a retirement on track, because we had no virtual safety car either. Black box, and here comes Train Game 1, and he's going to try and go down the outside, and he's moved under braking. Bad looks things, might have just been my eyes, but it looks things he moved under braking and blocked him off from having to go around the outside. But that might just be me talking a load of crap. As he's still looking, he's still wanting to. He's looking really hard to get that position. As I believe we have a little battle down near the back of the field, and they were side by side, and they're not now. Train Game out for P3 now. As he has got a 5-second penalty, I believe. I'll just double check that. He has. That won't be taken off after the race, so this is for effective P3, and he's going to not brake. He's going to force him to get the undercut. He's going to try and get the double undercut by the looks of things, but he's not had the good enough entry, and a little slide again, as he's Max TA13 using the maximum track. Train Game 1 was not. Black box is actually going around the outside. I did not see that coming, and he's going to fail to go around the outside, and he's going to go a little bit wide, and he's not going to get a penalty for that because he slowed down and avoided a collision. And Speed Queen has dropped a lot to Brad there. As look at it's 3/10 the gap, and that was like over a second. I believe that was 2 seconds last lap. And look at the pace. Look at Brad, and he's up to P6 again. It's great work from the Mercedes. And Train Game Wow and Max TA13. Oh, it's getting very close here, as Miltos has more or less run away with it, with 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go for these lot now. So we now just wait for another attempted overtake by. Oh, Brad's caught up instantly to Black Box. I think they might have already caught up anyway. I think they were already catching up anyway. Just to the more battling. As Max TA13, look at the ERS deployment of Max TA13. He's going to use it all to avoid getting overtaken here, but it's Train Game Wow with the ERS advantage right now, who's going to want to get past him as soon as possible. Because bad looks things, he has the ERS advantage and the DRS advantage by the next straight, but Black Box is going to have another look here. Living Wall, as we look down the table, and they're going to go side by side through Cops. Bad looks thinks he's going to go around the outside, now do touch wheels, and he's going to, that's great racing, and that is, and they touch again. It's just banging here, and this is so close. And this is an amazing little battle through Mangerton, Beckett and Chapel and Cops. And he's going to try and get the undercut on. Which one's got the DRS? None of them get the DRS. They entered the detection point at the exact same time as Living Wall and Clarkey now overtake, get an overtake on each other, as that was great racing between those two, as Brad's going to look to get past his in-game teammate as soon as possible, as Simply 90 gets past SFR Calvin Racing again at Stowe. What a battle between these two, and that was amazing to see. Honestly, you love to see it, unless you're that was just amazing, honestly. Black box, here we go. He's moving all the way to the left. He sees his teammates faster than him and just lets him through without any hesitation. Obviously, team orders, I'm guessing that's allowed. Well, it's allowed anyway in F1, so I'm guessing so, yeah. As QVR Brad now. He's on the back of Train Game Wow. He's going to get him past as soon as possible to not wait out his softs with 6 laps to go. He's going to have 9 lap old softs by the final lap. And that is a great race from QVR Brad, who could be getting the podium here. He's on track for a podium right now. Yeah, it's a very fast grid, 128.7 I believe we had in the race. So on race fuel, and it was not long ago, that was set by Miltos. Round the outside of Train Game Wow goes Brad, and look at the distance he had on the brakes there. He's already, he's miles ahead of Train Game Wow under the brakes there. As Brad now looking to get past Max TA13, he's on track for P2 at the minute with his current pace. Because Jime, look at him, he's slowing down a little bit. He's not got as much ERS, neither has Max TA13. He's wanted to use all his ERS just so he stays in the DRS of Jime, so he can defend as best as he can against everyone else behind him. Morrison living wall swap positions down in the edge of the top 10. Gonna actually go down to that in a second after Jime, QVR Brad. No, it's not probably not going to be an overtake here. Morris is blitzed away there using his ERS deployment, which is very smart and a very smart thing to do. As we watch Black Box, Train Game Wow, QVR Brad, and now Jime. So it's battle for P2 effectively, from P2 to P7. That is a long train for DRS, and that's not one you want to be in if you want to make the top 3, which is what QVR Brad wants to do. He does not want to be in the dirty air much longer because he wants to blitz away from everyone here. He's on the faster tyres and on the newer tyres than everyone. Move away from the yeah, maybe. I reckon. Yeah, Luke Bailey could definitely do that. Because he is last. You don't want to say someone is last, but it could be easy way to take points off, as the Simon Palmer gets a 3-second time penalty at Cops again. And here we go, Max TA13. He's looking to get past Jime. I'm guessing he is going to get past Jime because look, he's gained so much on him this lap. Little slide again, short shifted up. But Brad's going to get past them as soon as possible as well. No ERS deployment for Brad, as everyone else in front of him has no ERS themselves. As it's going to be, this could possibly be a 3 wide as Luke Bailey gets a 3-second time penalty. If I was him, I would have pit by now, as just to nick the fastest lap off Miltos. And looking good for Max TA13. He's going to try and get past Jime as we about to enter lap 23 out of 26. Max TA13, he's going to try and get past down the Hanger Straight, but so is QVR Brad. He is eventually 8/10 off P2, but if you need to be 3 seconds behind Max TA13, and she's going to go past into P2, heading into Stowe. What an overtake! Well, it was an overtake. It was a good overtake. Every overtake is a good overtake if you make it cleanly. That is a good overtake by Max TA13. A little slide there, and Simon Palmer is spinning into the inside barrier and probably spinning into some rear wing damage. As Simply 90 gets past again in the in the exact same spot he's done it in the last 25 times. As Simon Palmer retired on track, and I doubt we've actually got safety cars on. I'll just double check that now dead quick. Should be on simulation settings. No, I doubt we have got safety cars on. Oh yeah, we have got them on standard. But oh wait, no, we have got a safety car. I did not notice that. Wow. Oh my god, I am so sorry for checking for safety cars. We've actually got a safety car now, and that is effectively saved Max TA13, as I believe safety car should be in next lap, at the end of lap 24. Should just not give much time to anyone to catch back up. QVR Brad, well, it's looking good for him. He's P4. He's going to get past Jime as soon as possible, and it should effectively be GFO Miltos. Wait, that's going to probably ruin Max TA13, as everyone else will be in a 3 seconds of him by the race end. As Miltos in. Miltos is in. He should stay ahead because he is 19 seconds up, and you've obviously got half speed due to safety car, so should be all right. And into the pits. There we go. Here comes the softs, and they're on. And it's looking very good for GFO Miltos, as actually it's going to be very close to train game. Wow was into the pits, probably to save that 5 seconds, and it is going to be Miltos into P2, P3, P4, P5, and eventually P6. And that is not what he wants, as that he's going to make up a lot of time to get that win. As safety car in this lap, it should be at the end of lap 24, at start of lap 25, and that is when the safety car will be in, no matter how much of the field is behind him. So currently, Max TA13, Jime, QVR Brad, Black Box, Speed Queen, and Bad Looks Things, everyone in the top 10 should catch up to the safety car queue. Luke Bailey, Living Wall, SFR Martin, SFR Calvin Racing might not have any chance because of the safety car being in exactly this lap. Is 23 laps. Oh my god, he's on lap 23. Wow, I did not notice that from Luke Bailey. He's on lap 23, and that changed. So safety car should be in this lap, and we're just waiting for safety car to be in this lap. As we're just waiting for confirmation as we enter the third sector, I should say. We are just waiting, and there we go, safety car in this lap. Everyone who has not caught up, so from Calvin Racing down, will not carry on unless we wait until the very last second to get this race back underway. And it's effectively an Abu Dhabi real life situation. Look at the weaving from everyone. They want to get past Max TA13 as soon as possible if they're on the fresher tyres. Jime's in for the win here because Max TA13 has a 3 second time penalty. QVR Brad's want to get past Jime to get that win. GFO Miltos want to get past everyone to get this win, as we are now going to go green. And here comes Max TA13. Not got a good restart, but actually Jime's stuck with him. So's QVR Brad. Black Box is not really though. And Miltos is already up the inside of, so back out, because that is a very close corner to go side by side through. As we're on lap 25 and 26 here. Max TA13 from for P2. Everyone in a big queue here because of the safety car. GFO Miltos has passed someone. And Black Box and Brad and Jime's going to try and go up the inside, heading into Brookland and Luffield, and he's going to go up the inside, and he's going to, he squeezed him onto the curbs there. And that's not where you want to be if you are Jime. Jime's going to try and get the undercut. Sorry, not the undercut, sorry. The switchback. But it's going to be Brad who's want to get in that too. Everyone here wants to get that win. But Bad Looks thinks it's going to be Max TA13 who will cross the line first as it stands. But he will get a 3 second time penalty. That'll put him down to P5, I believe. As QVR Brad he's on the controller. Wow. He did not see that this whole race, but here comes Jime. We're going to ride on board the back of Max TA13, and we're going to wait, and we're going to see, and he's not going to catch him, but he's just probably playing the waiting game. He's not going to risk a big overtake here, because they'll probably get him a penalty or a spin, which will gift the win to QVR Brad. as Max TA13 starts the final lap for everyone here, and he's going to start it, but Miltos gets the fastest lap again at 1:27.6. That's quicker than most. Oh, Brad's got a penalty! That's not what Brad wanted, as he's right up the back of Jime now, but Jime's on the back of Max TA13, who's got a 3-second time penalty, and it's Brad currently going down to P6, I believe, as JFO Miltos is trying to get past Brad's black box, sorry, and he's going to want to get past because that'll be P2 effectively. This has been a crazy last couple of laps as Speed Queen and URL Clarky going around the outside. He's going to try, but he's going up the inside. He's going to try and get the switchback, but he's not going to get the switchback. And it's going to be URL Clarky up to P6. QVR Brad is going to have a look at Jime, but he's not going to get past him. Heading into Cops, and it's going to be at the end of a crazy last 2-3 laps. And a crazy races chain game. Wow, gets another penalty, another 3-second penalty. That'll put him just outside the points, I reckon, I think. As Max TA13 will cross the line at the minute to win the race on track, but he'll get a 3-second time penalty, and it'll be Jime who wins the race. So Max TA13 comes through the final chicane, and then finally round the final corner, and it's going to be Max TA13 on track to win, but it's going to be Jime to win the actual race, followed by Black Box and Miltos, and the gap. They were side by side heading the final corner, and that is a great. Oh, and Clarky missed out on a 4th place, and that is a great race and a great show of racing for everyone involved and for both racing leagues. It's been a great race to see from both leagues. As Jime wins on the final lap, Brad gets a penalty and probably threw away his chance of 2nd place, and gives his teammate a podium as URL Clarky gets the driver of the day. That is obviously it's a full SFR podium. It is, and we're going to leave this up as Jime wins, Black Box 2nd, Miltos 3rd by such a small gap. They were side by side as they crossed the line. Miltos pit under safety car. That was probably the wrong decision to do, as Max TA13 penalty, 3-second penalty, and then Brad probably threw away the win with a 3-second penalty on the final lap. Your full top 10 is going to be Jime, Black Box, Miltos, Max TA13, Clarky, Morris, Brad, Delange, Speed Queen, Train Game, Wow, who just rounds off the top 10 with a 6-second time penalty by a second. And to carry on outside the top 10, it is going to be Ginger Tiger, sorry, not Ninja, I don't know why I thought that. Living Wall, Calvin Racing, Martin, Luke Bailey, Simply 90, rounds off your finishers, Simon Palmer, who brought out that late safety car, SFR Mansell, M. Doran and Stinson are your retirees. And thank you all for watching. This has been a great race to commentate on, and it's been an absolutely amazing experience to commentate on, and it's been a great day, and hopefully we'll see you next time when our new season 10 starts on February 7th, I believe. We have car reveals on February 3rd, which is tomorrow. If you want to tune in for that, I believe we should have that up on live stream. I don't know, but thank you for watching.